What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. We've got a great video for you guys today. We're going to talk about how you can make $2K a week driving for Uber. Before we jump in this video, we wanted to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Play Octopus. Play Octopus is the best third-party platform out there for Uber and Lyft drivers, hands down. They send you a tablet in the mail that attaches to the back of your headrest. By the way, if you want to get your free tablet, use our link in the description below and they'll send one to you. Once you have that tablet set up, your passengers can play games on this tablet, check the weather, any local community events, and a whole plethora of other features. And the best part is, you actually make money if they're engaging with that tablet, and they can even win cash prizes, Amazon gift cards, and a lot of other cool stuff. So it really is a win-win. On top of that, guys, Play Octopus drivers are known to have higher overall driver ratings, get increased tips. It's just a better customer experience overall. So check it out, guys. Get yours for free using the link in the description below. Alrighty. So back in the heyday of Uber and Lyft, it was actually pretty easy to make $2K a week driving. If you ran both apps, there was always plenty of bonuses available, and you would have to put in some heavy hours, but it was pretty achievable. Nowadays, it's not as easy to do, but there still are a lot of ways where you can make $2K a week driving Uber. The main way that I would do it is this. You have to maximize your hours and every bonus and quest available from Uber. If you're a full-time driver, the way it looks like is this. Monday through Thursday, primarily, you're going to want to drive from 6 to 9 a.m. If you want to really hustle, then I would recommend even doing some Uber Eats or something from 11 to 1. Do that lunch shift. If not, take that time off. Go back out around 3 to 7 p.m. Hit the afternoon rush. There's usually a pretty good amount of consecutive ride bonuses as long as you're in a bigger market, as well as an overall quest total that you should be hitting. Generally with the quest, there's going to be 3 options you can hit. If you're a full-time driver, which is the only way you would make close to 2K, you need to be hitting the highest quest. A lot of times that's an extra $100 to $300 a week. But again, it does require a pretty large volume of rides. So Monday through Friday is the most important phases. Like I said, you've got to hit that morning rush hour. If you can really hit some heavy hours, I would go out as early as 4. Do 4 a.m. to about 9 a.m. Take a break. Like I said, you could do some Uber Eats in the middle of the day. I don't necessarily think you need to, though. And then hitting that 3 to 7 work rush generally is going to make sure you can hit all the quests for the week. Now, generally what I've seen there is if you're doing that, you can usually make 150 to 200 in those first 4 days, Monday through Thursday. So if you can do 150, which is what you need to push for, and with bonuses and consecutive ride bonuses, that should be achievable. You're looking at about, you've made 600 give or take in those first 4 days. Now Friday through Sunday is where you really need to max out your hours to get close to this. You're not going to hit this every single weekend, but there are a lot of weekends where as long as there's enough going on, you should be able to do pretty well. The goal from Friday and Saturday is going to be making 250 to 300 each day. So generally, I can do that if I'm pushing a 12-hour day and I'm getting close to the bonuses, which obviously towards the end of the week is going to ensure I hit that 2K mark. And if I'm 300 to 200 short, whatever, right? That's still a pretty good amount of money. So Friday through Saturday, my recommendation is to start at 3 p.m. and drive until 4 a.m. Now, you do have to bounce a little bit between Lyft to hit that, just so that your app doesn't clock you out. But what I do is if there's a slower hour, I usually try to push Lyft in that hour. A lot of times that can be from like 9 p.m. to like 11 p.m. There's still good rides in those hours, but a lot of times people have made it to the clubs or the bars that they're going to be spending a lot of their night at. And if there are rides in those times, a lot of times they're shorter rides where they're just bouncing to another bar. Or a lot of times you get a lot of older couples that are going home after their dinner. Those are still good rides to give, but I would use Lyft during those hours to hit it. So if you can make 300 on Friday night, which is very much achievable, 300 on Saturday, now you've got another 6. You're at anywhere from 12 to 1400 give or take. and your Sunday is going to be very important. Now, my rule of thumb with Sundays is I'm usually going to start at 11 a.m. and push that as late as I possibly can. This is, again, if you're going for a really full week where you want to make upwards of 2K. So Sunday I'll go out, and I like doing it really late because what happens very early in the morning is people start going to the airport, and you can make some great money on those rides. Granted, you've been driving literally all day, so bring your caffeine source of choice and grind it out. But I've had a lot of Sundays where I've actually pulled in close to 300 on that Sunday as well, because I stayed out until 4 or 5 a.m. and I started hitting those Monday morning airport rides. So if you can pull that off, generally what it looks like is, let's just say you can make an extra 200 on that Sunday. Now you've made 800. You're up to about 15 to 1600, give or take, on your week. And if you hit one of those bonuses, ideally closer to 300, you're now right around the 1900 mark. Now, I know a lot of you guys are thinking, like, that's not that often that you have a $300 quest, but a 150 to 200 is very doable. So now you're looking at somewhere around anywhere from 1750 to 1900 with your bonus. Factor in your tips and any other consecutive ride trips you hit, unless you already counted that. But once you're factoring in your tips, and ideally to also hit this, you're gonna have Play Octopus and work solo, because that'll make you anywhere from an extra 25 to 150 bucks a week. So the reality is, guys, to hit this mark, I mean, you are looking at a 60-hour week, but it is still achievable. I've done this recently myself. Granted, I'm in Phoenix, which is a bigger market, so it's a lot more achievable. But that is how you guys are going to hit the 2K mark. It's a little bit easier if you can grind all day and do some Uber Eats during that lunch rush. But even without it, you should at least be able to get within $200 of that mark. It's all about driving the right hours, using your third-party apps, because that will make you more money, and then making sure you're hitting all bonuses and doing everything you can to increase your tips in the meantime. So that's traditionally how I've done it. Let me know if you guys have any other tips on hitting that number in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure you check out both Play Octopus and Work Solo, linked in the description below. You can get your free tablet by using our link. On top of that, if you use our link for Work Solo, they're going to send you 10 bucks just for linking your gig economy app. So check that out, guys. Stay safe out there more than anything, and stay tuned for more updates.